Here looks good. We're low on supplies. Let's fully unpack and make a note of everything we need, so I know what to grab when I go into the nearby town tonight and search through the businesses and houses. Yes, we're by a town. It was taking too long to seek out another stray cabin. We were likely to completely run out of supplies before coming across one. We've already talked about how I felt about staying too long in a town. You've already learned your lesson about going against that. You've been very well behaved for me since then. Don't think I haven't noticed, and for that, I want to reward you if this town allows it. While I'm in town tonight, I'll assure that it's safe enough to spend the day in. If it is, I'll take you tomorrow and you can pick up whatever you'd like. Just keep being good for me. For fuck's sake! I'm sorry if I scared you, sweetheart. I'm fine. I was able to get the supplies we needed, but it wasn't easy. I don't know if this town had its own run-in with werewolves, or word has spread far about us. But there was so much fucking silver everywhere. It was in the handles of the doors and the locks of outside cellars. I've never come across anything like it. I was half expecting my fingers to be burned to the bone. I don't know if it was only bits of silver or a type of silver coating, or even how they've come to supply themselves with it. The only thing I do know is that we can't risk going back into that town. I felt like there was something off about it before I even stepped out of the forest. I assumed it was because it has been some time since we've been in a town, but no. There was something more. Something we're missing, but we aren't going to stay long enough to find out. We'll spend one more day here to rest, and after, we get as much distance away from that town as possible. I'm sorry if you got your hopes up about going into town with me tomorrow. I know I said that if I felt the town was safe enough, we could spend the day getting everything you wanted before leaving, but it was far from safe. I'm not even going to risk going back myself. I'll make it up to you. We'll be here for the entire day tomorrow. You can choose how we spend it as long as it doesn't include going into town. Does that sound good? Good. The wolf needs some time to patch up my hands with the amount of silver I came in contact with. Will you go through the supplies for me and see how much we have now? I picked up a lot less than I wanted, so my plans are up in the air until we see where we're at. Good morning, sweetheart. How did you sleep? I'm glad. I was able to get settled after my hands fully healed, and I was able to move them normally. Despite that, however, you have to know that as long as you're by my side, I could never sleep better. Did you already have in mind what you wanted to do today? Because if you don't have anything in mind, I did have a few suggestions that would require less clothes and you. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I must still be half asleep. I thought you said that you wanted me to teach you how to fight, but I must have heard you wrong. Would you mind repeating that? So I didn't hear you wrong. If what I said about that town last night scared you, we can start moving now. We don't have to stay here. I don't want you thinking that something will happen to me and that you'll need to defend yourself anytime soon. That town is probably incredibly religious and superstitious. You know how those types of people are. I don't think it's anything you need to worry about. We haven't had a chance to have this much downtime in such a quiet, open area like this. There must be something else you'd rather be doing than learning how to fight. Whether or not you can learn isn't the point. The point is, you don't need to. Sweetheart, you're being difficult. I did say you could choose how we spent our day today, but I didn't think you'd choose to learn how to fight. Yes, my only exception was going into town. Do you want to learn how to fight that badly? You're going to resort to giving me those eyes and pleading? Fine. One day. We'll spend one day on fighting, and after, you'll leave it be. Do you understand? I'll allow you the basics, but that's as far as I'll go. You could ask me to do so much for you, and I would do it in a heartbeat. Why do you always ask me to do the last things I would do for you, Couldn't you pick the first things? Where's the fun in that, they say? I won't be going easy on you. You have a lot to learn in very little time. But first, breakfast. Well done, sweetheart. You were able to knock a werewolf on his ass. I've got to hand it to you. You picked things up quicker than I thought you would. I was able to go into more than just the basics. Your form is strong and steady. You're quick and precise. The time in the forest has served you well. You've grown to have a foundation that can hold its own. You've come a long way. There was a time that you couldn't move through the forest without tripping on your own feet. But now here you are. That's enough for today. You deserve a warm meal and to rest your body by the fire. Go sit and rehydrate. I'll get everything started. All that sparring took a lot out of us. How are you feeling? Any soreness? None? I think you've got to thank me for your endurance, don't you, sweetheart? All those late nights I've kept you up and moving paid off. If you want, we can put more endurance work in before breakfast end. Wolf, what is it? Shh, sweetheart, stay behind me. It smells like trouble. They're from that town I went to the other night. I recognize their scent. They've got silver on them, and a lot of it. Hunters. I don't know how they found us. I did everything I could to assure that I wouldn't be tracked. I don't understand, but there's no time to figure it out. We don't want any trouble. We were just leaving. We won't be coming back to this part of the forest again. You don't want to do this. Not talking, huh? Suit yourself. Wolf, you know what to do. Is that what I think it is? Shit! Oh, make it stop! Make it stop! It's a whistle, sweetheart. You can't hear it, but we can. It's a piercing noise that makes it hard to... No! Don't you fucking touch them! I will tear your hands from your bodies and shove it down your throats! Wolf, we need to transform and... For fuck's sake, it's just a sound. We're fine. We need to get to them. You're fucking minced meat, you hear me? You won't take them away from us. Wolf, we have to get up. Those fuckers have them. We have to get up. We have to... What the... They're fighting back? Sweetheart, don't! They've got weapons. Run away! I'll come find you after. They aren't running. Why aren't they running? Stop fighting! Wolf, you can heal us faster than this. Wolf, answer me! We've got this. You need to give me a little more, Wolf. Just enough so they don't have to fight. So they can run to safety and then... What just happened? They ran off? You did it? You saved me.